What's up, everyone? Steven Jensen here with Doug Bateman. We are watching Fury versus Wilder 3 right here, Fightful.com. Thanks for joining us. If you guys watch pro wrestling, GCW is like kind of in the process of ending, so this kind of timed out like almost exactly perfect, it seems. So yeah, how you doing tonight, Doug?
I'm doing great. GCW's been awesome, and now we've got Tyson Fury and Wilder 3.
Yes, we have Deontay Wilder. He is approaching the ring right now, up on the ring apron. Before we get into this, everyone who's here live, thank you for joining. As always, make sure to send your super chats. That way you'll get your questions answered and all your comments, all that good stuff up on the screen. Also, make sure to subscribe to FightfulSelect.com, the most direct way to support us over here at Fightful. And also throw us your predictions. Who do you think is going to win this main event? I'm going to go Tyson Fury. I've been pretty firm on it. I've waffled a little bit, but I'm going to stick with Tyson Fury. Doug, who's your official prediction before this gets started?
Final prediction is Tyson Fury, but I am definitely not counting out Deontay Wilder.
Yeah. After the first fight, it's like if Wilder lands the same way that he, knocked Fury down, and of course there was like the big Undertaker moment that everyone talks about. Like if he's out for an extra 2 seconds, that fight's over. You know what I mean? So we know Wilder is capable of putting down Fury for sure, but Fury seems like the better overall boxer. So
yes,
it's like the technical head movement, foot movement boxer versus just the guy who could put you out.
Well, and it's like, did Deontay learn how to really box in 6 months? Because that is kind of what they're hoping for, is that he's not just going to be a power puncher in there, that he's actually going to try to box with Tyson somewhat. And he's also trying to come in as heaviest as he's ever been at 238, so Tyson can't just push him around the ring and exhaust him. So those are going to be interesting to see if those things worked.
Yeah, 100%.
So Big E is actually doing both entrances.
Yeah, this is pretty cool. I do just kind of on the pro wrestling side, it is cool seeing Big E as the WWE champion actually involved in mainstream stuff. I saw he was doing college football earlier today for Iowa and stuff. When you have a WWE champion and you, especially someone like Big E that the fans have been behind for so long, who want in this spot, it's cool to see them really go all the way with it.
Well, then you have Britt Baker doing Penn State stuff. Just wrestling's just popular right now. It's really thriving. When Ariel Helwani did an interview with X-Pac and said that wrestling is bigger than MMA right now, that's pretty big.
Yeah, I agree with them. I agree right now. And I'd actually say right now, boxing is hotter than MMA as well, especially with all the big celebrity fights and everything we've gotten lately. MMA seems like a little bit of a lull. Outside of the big pay-per-views right now, I'll keep it real. The card today on paper was super weak for the UFC.
Bad. But I will say this though. I will say this though. I do believe that the last pay-per-views that they have are going to be big ones.
Yeah, well, they're doing UFC 267, and then the next week is 268 on pay-per-view. So,
man,
yeah, we'll have back-to-back Fightful fight nights for those. The 267s for free on ABC, in the middle of the day because it's in Abu Dhabi, and then 268 the following month. The following week. So, and for those of you watching along, we got Tyson Fury walking to the cage right now in gladiator gear, gladiator regalia. Sean, how you doing, man? You probably watched about 10 shows this weekend like I have.
It just tonight's been insane between watching the Kentucky football game and GCW still on right now. Impact had a great show with a lot of big announcements. Steven, you'll be doing a GCW post show tomorrow morning. I would have just said, hell, do it tonight, but there's so much stuff going on. Jeez. Man, that Big E thing got me hyped. That guy's getting everything he deserves.
Yep.
Hell yeah. What's up, everyone? Like I was saying at the top, super chats. I'll make sure to answer your questions, read your statements, all that stuff. You'll get it up on the screen. Give us your predictions, who you got tonight, Wilder or Fury. And also make sure to subscribe to Fightful Select, the most direct way to support us over here at Fightful. And that actually reminds me, should I drop the Weekender tomorrow or wait till Monday since I'm doing the post show tomorrow for GCW?
It's up to you.
Up to me?
It's up to you.
That'll be a game time decision tomorrow. For the Weekender fans, you may be getting a Monday edition of the Weekender, but tomorrow, myself and SP3, a good buddy of mine in the wrestling community, I'm looking forward to talking to him about GCW tomorrow at 11 a.m. So GCW just ended for those of you who were watching along. Joel said do a 5-part Weekender. I've done that for GCW before.
Oh yeah, you've had some like pretty extended Weekenders in the past.
Yeah, I do that as like it's become like a tradition for the collective and IWTV showcase of the Indies.
Yes.
I went like 3 hours last time, so I try to highlight every single person that I can involved over that those events. So. Man, y'all seeing all this talk about Tommy Fury and Jake Paul? Is that happening? Like for sure?
Oh man, I mean, I hope so because anytime, yeah.
It sounds like it.
Yeah, Tyson Fury was saying like if Tommy lost, he can't use the last name anymore. That's pretty funny.
Well, but then Jake actually wanted to make a bet out of that and said that he'll have to be called Tommy Fumbles if he loses. He has to be called Tommy Fumbles legally for a year if he loses.
Oh my gosh,
That's funny.
Well, we'll see how these like promises hold up too, because like as lame as I thought it was, Tyron Woodley did get the tattoo. So like, will he actually honor that and rematch him? You know. Speaking of real boxers, by the way, we have Tyson Fury in the ring now, as well as Deontay Wilder, and we already had the national anthems and everything was right before this, right? That just happened, I believe. So
yeah, this should be just introductions and fight.
That should be it. We had a bit of a delay because Deontay Wilder took some extra time for them to do the entrances. So. Sean, who do you have? Me and Doug both have Fury.
I got Fury. I would love it if Wilder won because I mean there's no big demand in Fury Joshua now, so let's extend this one out. Why the hell not?
Yeah, well, because like now, Doug, you probably know, it was Usyk and Joshua. Like, was there an automatic rematch clause built into that?
Oh, of course.
Yeah, so. They'll have to run. That's. I mean, as much as I love boxing, we were talking about it earlier. Like, I mean, all the automatic rematches and all like the glove inspections and like measuring the ring and the balance inside the ring and all this extra stuff. Like, just go out there and fight each other. Like,
yeah,
just see who's the best. Like, don't be so worried about losing.
We have Ricardo saying, "I have no idea who wins, but I'll go Fury."
There you go.
The only thing that makes me feel like that, Wilder and Fury were kind of viewed as almost equal till they fought, and they've both had their moments in the fight. Like Wilder almost finished him in the first, and in the second one, Tyson dominated. But like, I don't think that Wilder's completely out of this fight like a lot of people do.
Oh, I just saw your DM, Sean. Or how are you looking on that front?
I'm looking good.
Okay, cool.
Good. So much stuff going on tonight. It's wild. And I was so excited for this. It's just like, man, it all timed out pretty well together. GCW is still going on, obviously, but
wait, has GCW not fully ended yet?
It's over now.
Yeah, it just ended.
Good. Well, that's like, I'm like you guys. I'm sitting there watching both these shows, and I'm like, the boxing matches are ending in like the second round. I'm like, no way. And like GCW is like a 15-minute intermission, and like they're like, Mick Foley's speech, and like it was a lot of good stuff. Lauderdale, a lot of really good stuff. But I was like, they're gonna time this out to where I'm gonna wind up missing this, aren't I? But it did wind up timing out exactly perfect, pretty much.
Sean, is that true that Dragon Lee and Dralistico are going to be the people that are facing Lucha Bros on Saturday?
I don't know, but I'm gonna start digging for that now.
That's what I'm seeing on Twitter.
That'd be awesome. There'd be a lot
that
of
would be amazing.
There's a lot of good stuff on the horizon for them.
Yeah. Your girl Thunder Rosa's on tonight. You got a shout out during
Yeah,
that.
that was
pretty
awesome.
Cool.
Man, yeah. I'm so happy for her getting what she deserves too. This is she got outright bullied when she started wrestling, and she would be the first to say she was not good when she started. She says she cringes watching Lucha Underground, and she could have stuck around and not been good and just coasted off of that. And she kept getting better. She learned MMA, she learned boxing, she learned the ground game, still is. Keeps getting better. And then instead of just keeping that to herself, she's like, oh, let me start up a women's wrestling promotion and help cultivate the next generation of talent as well. Like, I got nothing but love for that woman. When AEW doesn't give me interviews, she's like, interview me. We'll talk about Mission Pro, some AEW stuff. So nothing but good things to say about her.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's
Which
awesome.
It is funny. There was a hilarious, like, Evilise stand underneath one of our clips. It's like, very clearly your source. And I'm like, and you don't think I hide them better than that?
Yeah.
Oh man.
The amount of weirdness that you deal with on Twitter is it's pretty unmatched. Like, you get it worse than pretty much anyone, I think.
It is weird. I'm trying to normalize people realizing that people in my job, we talk to wrestlers, agents, bookers, promoters, staff. Like, it's a normal thing. It's not always just like some big secret or anything. Oh man, here we go.
Yeah, fight's about to go.
I hope we're watching Thunder Rosa on one of these soon, boys.
She told me she wants to fight a TikTok star in a boxing match.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, I would watch Thunder Rosa and Paige Van Sant. I think that would be good.
Hell yeah. Down for that. All right.
Deontay using the jab to the body a lot. 1-2. Very active, Deontay.
And I think that's
after him.
I think that's his best bet. Be active.
Yep.
Maybe not a direct comparison, but I look at a guy like Francis Ngannou in the UFC who had this incredible knockout power. He lost that one fight to Miocic, and he was like, oh, well, I need to go work on this, on this, on this, and this. As it turns out, it's just like, well, no, you should probably just throw your fist at somebody's face and connect, and then that's it. Like, just sometimes you got to stick with what brought you, and I think that's Deontay Wilder's best bet is relying on his knockout power and his aggression.
He's also really going after the body, so it's going to make Fury guess whether it's coming to the body or the head, which is definitely an improvement as well.
Yeah.
Tyson has not thrown much at all.
Yeah, I'm kind of like, yeah, because you would also figure, Wilder's best chance is going to be early if he's going to land something. I mean, he can land late as well. I know he did in their first fight, but like in their second fight, Fury just overall just looks so much better. But like Wilder's holding the center of the what's called the octagon, the center of the ring.
I do love that they call it once and for all, as if Wilder wins, they won't do a fourth one. They absolutely will.
Yeah.
There will be 4 of them.
I thought at one point Kane and JDS were going to fight 5 times because it was what I thought was so early in their runs at the top. But
yeah,
man, you couldn't have predicted how that went. But these guys, I could see them fighting 4 times easily, especially if Wilder keeps this up.
Wilder's a nice overhand right.
Very nice.
How wild was it to see JDS on a Rampage match graphic?
It's amazing.
People tell me how much he loves it.
I could see it in his face. He seems so happy.
I feel like we're going to get Jericho and Masvidal one-on-one.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah.
I do too. Deontay raising his hands after round 1, feeling confident what he accomplished.
So that's a good idea for a time sync for anyone watching. Right towards the end of the round, I'm a few seconds behind Doug. anything anything at all as far as like Fury with like the WWE anymore? Because I know that was like a really short-lived thing.
What is it now? Sorry.
No, like Fury with the WWE, like they were doing that stuff years back, like very briefly, and then nothing since then.
Yeah, I think based on the way that match went, they were like, you know what? I think we should probably wrap it up.
Was it him and Strowman? Wasn't that what it was? Him and Strowman.
Yeah,
it was like a count out or something.
Garbage match. It was so horrible.
There you go. Oh my God! How do you get rid of it?
So how y'all got that first round?
I got Wilder.
I got Wilder too.
Same. One thing, though, to me that I found interesting is after the round, Wilder lifted his arms like he won, but like to me, that seems like somebody who's like was unconfident and like was able to prove to himself that he could do it, like who lifts their arms up in round one? You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a good point. Saw Stitch Duran in there as usual.
Fury has now outlanded Wilder, at least. Man, Wilder is throwing wildly right now.
He's looking like, too, that he's going to get tired.
Yeah. Well, I guess the way I figure it, if you're going to get tired, you might as well throw what you got.
Right?
True. Very true.
I mean, that is the Ngannou plan. He knows he's going to get tired, so he's going to go and knock you out as soon as he possibly can.
I feel like it's because he's carrying too much weight to his frame, though. Like that 238 might really get him tired. Because he was so fast and deadly at like 215.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like they're going to do Ngannou and Gone in January. That's what it seems like.
Every time I see something like that announced, I'm like, oh, cool. And then somebody says, in January. And I was like, well, I'll start worrying about that in about Christmas then.
Yeah. A good body shot from Fury. Wilder's firing back pretty much every time, though.
Tyson's really starting to get his boxing going, though. He's starting to land combinations, throwing more punches. I don't like the body language of Wilder.
Like how wild it is?
Not just that, like he seems stiff on his feet, like he's getting tired. Like he just right there, he just threw his best punch and it didn't have a lot on it, in my opinion. Keep in mind, Tyson's like 277 and you're just leaning on him. Like that's going to drain you quick.
Wilder's already slowing down.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like he looks tired, and we're in round 2.
What was the weight difference between the two? Fury was like significantly larger, wasn't he?
Fury's 277 and Wilder was 238.
Yeah. Not that that's really like an excuse. It's all heavyweight. They know what they signed up for, but it was always interesting in the UFC to see like when Kane was on top, he was like the optimal heavyweight, but he was like in his like 240s or whatever. You know what I mean? Like he wasn't.
Are you maybe even lighter round yet? Are you at the end of the round yet?
I'm at 15 left.
So wait till the end of the round and watch Deontay be like he's like trying to convince himself that he's like gonna win this fight. It's weird.
And that is a clear round for Fury.
Yes, by far.
Oh boy. Very clear round.
Yeah, Wilder was like, yeah, all right.
Yeah, like, what is it? You can tell mentally Tyson is in his head big time.
It's almost like he, like, you know what I mean? Like with Wilder, he became so successful doing one thing, and it worked really, really well for him. And then he got dropped, then he lost, lost this last fight to Fury after the first one was a draw. And now he just seems to be happy to be competing.
Yeah.
But
I know he's trained boxing, but like his stance and everything, he's like punching on his back foot when he's backing up. Like he just like he looks tired.
Well, we're about to be in the third round here.
And another thing too is when Deontay really tries to throw something at Tyson, Tyson's always waiting to hit him back.
Yeah. This is going to get really, really interesting here because I think Wilder, like by the end of this round, he's going to be like gassing. I almost feel like if he keeps throwing, because he's throwing and missing. You know what I mean? Like that takes a lot of energy too, just whiffing like that.
Well, and then the last fight was like it went 7 rounds, and I feel like this is going to go in the same direction.
Yeah. I mean, Wilder, I know he throws heavy, but like, yeah, very off balance. Like a lot of his stuff, it looks like he's almost falling over when he's missing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wilder's fundamentals they're non-existent right now.
Yeah.
Keep your feet planted when you throw a punch. Oh, but he's slugging.
Yep.
I respect that.
He's on the kill. And I think this is what makes Tyson such a difficult matchup for him. It's like Tyson can just stop him dead in his tracks because he weighs so much more than him. And then it's like he has to regroup, you know? He can't get into a rhythm.
I mean, if Wilder keeps connecting.
Wilder's going after Tyson.
Fury,
If Wilder lands these shots, that's what matters. Is that Floyd in the background going crazy?
Wouldn't surprise me.
I'm trying to look out for him.
I mean, there we go. This is what I want to see out of Wilder. If he's going to get tired,
Oh,
okay.
Damn.
Something happened.
Oh, damn. Well, that's not what you want to see out of Wilder. That's for damn sure.
Yeah. You can tell Tyson is so in his head. He can't even walk forward.
Yeah.
16 seconds. Can Tyson get him out of there? He's hurt again. Tyson with uppercut.
Oh, no. Ooh, that's a nice
big miss.
Uppercut.
Big miss.
Woo. Another clear round for Tyson Fury.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Man.
Massive.
Wilder isn't celebrating on that round.
Ooh, boy.
It's guaranteed money, right? Like, I don't know how, if you know what I mean? Like, is he going to keep going?
I don't know if he can go the next round.
Yeah.
He looks exhausted. And
this
just
could be
look
one
at
of
his
our
eyes.
fight nights.
For sure.
and I go into boxing ones expecting them to be like an hour and a half because of all everything.
I feel like Wilder just gave out his best chance of winning, and now he's got nothing left.
I feel the same way. I mean, he'll probably go for broke here, you think? Like right at the beginning of the round?
If I'm Fury, I'm going to get him out of there.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I'm both of them.
Yeah, agreed.
You go for it now. Because this is the only chance Wilder has at this stage is knocking out Fury with whatever the hell this is he's throwing at him. And if you're Fury, you probably know that, and you got to go at him and take advantage while he's – but, I mean, I don't think Wilder's going to recover from that third round.
I agree.
There's nothing I've ever seen from him that indicates that he's going to recover from that unless he lands one of these shots and wins.
There's no way this is going 12.
Yeah, there's no way. That'd be like a miracle at this point. I mean, at least Wilder always has the chance to land, though. At least it's like stays, at least it's interesting.
Yeah, agreed. That's the thing that's stupid about boxing, too, is it's like if Wilder can't beat Fury, then everyone views him as a bum. But, like, he still can be great and beat basically anybody else. You know what I mean?
Yes.
You know, like in MMA, there's all these other options and all these things in boxing. It's just like, dude, once you lose once, people just view you as trash.
It's a very fickle fan base.
Very. Yeah, this kind of reminds me of Fernando Vargas and Oscar De La Hoya, where Fernando, I loved it too, Bad Blood. He put on so much weight, though, by the 11th round, he literally had nothing left. And I feel like Deontay put on way too much muscle because he is so tired.
One of my favorite fights I've ever seen. The first pay-per-view I ever bought. Oh, my gosh!
Oh!
Holy shit! Holy shit!
Wow, Tyson Fury is down.
Oh my gosh!
But he is up. Wow, this just changed totally the table.
This is unreal.
Both men have been down in this fight now.
This is
and we are just in the 4th round. Deontay smells blood.
As he should.
Going after Fury huge.
Oh, this is incredible. Oh, my God!
Fury is down again.
Oh, my God.
I don't think he's getting up.
Oh, my God. What a turnaround.
We're going to see 4, baby! Oh, my God!
You guys are a little ahead of me.
By the bell.
Oh, I was asked if it got stopped. Oh, my gosh.
It's alive.
Wow. Just when you think that Deontay's done.
Yeah. Dude. Good thing this is huge for Wilder either way at this point.
Now they're talking about how slow of accounts they were for Tyson, and they're going to try to make that controversy. They're setting up the 4th one, Sean.
I love it. Well, I mean, they had the draw, didn't they? Didn't they have a draw?
Yeah, the first fight,
quote unquote. Fury won. Now, if Wilder wins, that's how you get the 4th.
Yeah.
Yep. Plus, there's no clear cut
biting people's ears off and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Number 5, and they're gonna fight a 6th time in like 20 years for Triller.
Hell yeah. We'll be here to watch it. Can't wait for Tyson Fury versus Aaron Carter one day.
Yeah, maybe Nick Carter.
Ooh, I'm down to watch the Backstreet Boys fight.
Watch them both fight each other, right? That'd be fine.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy. Deontay's got some heat right now.
Oh, get out of there. Get out. Oh, that punch out of the clinch.
Little cheap shot there.
Yep. He's getting warned, too. Damn, the ref physically pushed him.
He just done it a couple of times. He is a little small guy, but he don't give a damn.
This is the kind of decisiveness we need out of Herb Dean. Get in there, do your job. Don't second guess yourself.
Reminder, guys, go to manscaped.com/Fightful if you've got big, nasty pubes. Manscaped.com/Fightful. Oh, big shot by Fury, but it didn't put down Wilder. How does Wilder looks more stable in round 5 than round 2? And that uppercut was nasty, though.
It was.
Manscaped.com/Fightful.
Another uppercut.
Your order.
Tyson with the dirty boxing.
If I'm Wilder, I get the hell out of that clinch. That is not good for him, carrying that weight.
Dirty boxing, carrying the weight. Good jab.
Oh, it looked like Wilder landed a good one there. He cracked Fury a couple times. Fury, this ref is getting fed up with Fury grabbing the clinch too.
Why can't he ref Mayweather fights?
I know. He's very quick to get in there and split these up, which I'm very happy about.
Saw Deontay just look at the clock.
That ain't promising. Oh,
man.
Oh, he's a little wobbly on his feet. Ooh, good body combo from Fury. And then Fury, instead of capitalizing, he instead is, well, I guess he is capitalizing. He's pushing his weight onto Wilder in that clinch, then going to the body a couple times on the way out.
Sheesh.
I mean, this is more than lived up for the hype, though. I mean, halfway through this fight, not even about to be at the halfway point.
Both men have been down. That's huge.
Yeah, this is nuts.
Unfreaking real. Gonna take a quick break.
All right. So I'm trying to think. We got one round of 10-8. We got another round of 10-8. We got Deontay with the first round. We got Tyson with the second. I don't know who won that round. But this is a pretty even fight now.
Yeah. I really want there to be a finish because I really don't want a controversy at all on the scorecards at the end of this. Who do you guys think is winning in the chat? Let us know. And if you have a super chat, we'll make sure to put it on the screen for you and read it out. But
fucking fight night, boys. Oh man.
I thought you were getting in a fight in your living room or something. I was like, what in the world?
I haven't even looked at the UFC results tonight. I haven't even looked at them.
Marina Rodriguez beat Mackenzie Dern in the main event by decision.
Oh, let me guess. She peppered her ass on the feet.
Yeah, Dern destroyed her in the second round, all grappling, and that was it. Like the rest was Rodriguez just picking her apart on the feet. It is impressive in the worst way. Like the discrepancy between Dern's ground game and striking.
Yeah.
Like it's like complete night and day.
Wow.
If she had good striking,
I
she'd
just
be so
looked
good.
at that card. How did that thing make the air?
Right?
It was on at 4. It was on at 4 p.m. today too.
That's probably why.
Yeah.
It'd be very interesting if they actually were doing like venues and selling tickets. What kind of tickets they would sell to something like that?
Well, next weekend isn't much better. Like Arlovsky's in the co-main, which I like because I'm a fan of his.
Still at the Apex?
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
All fight nights are at the Apex.
Yeah.
Is that like permanently or
for this year?
For this year, okay.
Yeah.
Man, I wish there was a penalty system in effect for clinching this much.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, come on. Like, do the collar and elbow tie up, and that's it. Man, they got Wilder up 47
too.
Yeah, they got Wilder up 47-45 on the scorecards.
That's true. It's a 10-7 because he knocked him down twice.
Yeah,
I didn't think of that.
Good call.
So that makes sense.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Man, I'm sorry. There's just no way this goes 6 more rounds.
Sure doesn't feel like it.
We were also saying there's no way that Wilder is going to come back. He knocked him down twice. I mean, Wilder rather is still throwing heavy combos too. I mean, like he looks like he's tired, but he's still throwing really heavy.
Yeah, agreed.
Ooh, good combo from Fury.
I mean, the one thing I'll say is Fury looks like he's in way better shape. Not physically, but like just he doesn't look that tired at all.
Yeah.
And this is why I always like, ooh.
Deontay took a knee.
35 seconds, so that ain't promising.
Oh, I just saw that throw it.
He should keep doing that then. Every time that there's a clinch, just take a knee. Just back out.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like Deontay is losing his legs.
Yep.
Oh, good body shot by Tyson.
See this comment? Fury's prepping for Drew. That's a good one.
Fury's prepping for what?
For Drew McIntyre.
Oh.
Please leave a thumbs up on this video, guys. It would mean a lot. Wilder's corner telling him to wake the fuck up.
Yep. He's like, I'm awake. I'm just tired. I mean, look at him. His eyes are closed. He's breathing really heavy.
When you would think for Wilder, like the smart thing to do, like if you're going to just roll with the game plan of like no technique, just go for knockouts, wild, power, that like you would only focus on conditioning your entire training camp. You know what I mean? Because it's like you're not going to practice on anything else. So like you're relying on your knockout power and your wildness, like coming in like just incredible shape.
Yep.
So you got like Derek Lewis, like all he does is throw bombs, but he also doesn't even mix in the conditioning, or he's just completely relying on maybe knocking someone out. Like,
yep. And it's never over with him.
He'll have a job forever because of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The key to being employed in the UFC is just not lose a bunch of fights in a row. As long as you keep, if you lose 2 but win 1, they'll keep you around.
Yeah. Unless you're like ranked in the top 5 and you're knocking off like too many contenders.
Right. Or if you cost too much.
Yeah. Well, that's usually the combo of the two.
And then somehow Arlovsky's still there.
Right.
I love that though. I love Andre Arlovsky so much. Like
I'm happy for him. Great guy, making $250K a fight.
Yeah.
Oh man, Wilder looks exhausted. Oh, but he's still throwing in some of those nice uppercuts.
Oh, that almost looked low blow.
Yeah.
Like we all thought that Arlovsky was done, like after his Fedor fight, like forever ago. And he's still out there doing it. But yeah, Fury's throwing
big overhand right.
Fury does so much better from short range. Like it's
God, Deontay looks so bewildered.
I'm sorry. There should, if you have to constantly engage in the clinch, and if you drag somebody's head below belt level, there should be penalties or at least something. That was low.
That was so low.
That was so low.
Oh, God, Wilder's tired. Wilder's got heart, man. Sheesh. Oh! Get him, Tyson.
My God.
You're going to have to stop this fight for Deontay, though. Like, good God, the guy looks just done.
He looks horrible.
Like, we're talking about his health at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still on his feet somehow.
But if you have him quit, like if your corner throws in the towel, he will fire your ass.
Well, luckily in this sport, they get guaranteed money. So, like, at least they get the full pay, whether they win or not.
He still slipped a couple good ones there.
He's just on instinct at this point.
Throwing the hand up. My God.
And he's lifting his arm like he won the round, but man.
Was that round 6 just then, wasn't it?
No, I think that was 7.
Was that 7 already?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that was 7. You're right.
Unless you're really behind.
No. That was no. I'm with you. I'm in between the 7th and 8th right now.
Okay.
This is a hell of a fight.
That's a good fight.
This is
Great fight.
A lot of fun. And it still feels like, despite Wilder being not silly, like something crazy could still happen.
Yeah.
Agreed.
I mean, I doubt it will, but my God, pal.
I mean, but honestly, the second shot that Tyson took, that Deontay basically knocked him down with, I mean, it didn't look that like a huge of a punch. So it's hard to like think that Deontay still can't hurt him.
Yeah, I agree. He's got that effortless power, too, even though he makes it look like he's given all of his effort.
I think I just heard one of the commentators mention that Deontay's only landed 2 jabs in the last 4 rounds.
My God.
I believe it.
I mean, I do too, like when you think about it, but like that's
well, and keep in mind too, there isn't a lot of distance so far in this fight. Like a lot of it is just Tyson covering him up, dirty box. Oh,
scorecards are tied according to Larry right now.
10-7 was a big round.
Yes, it was.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. It's hard to throw jabs when Fury's like right up on you, dirty boxing and leaning on you and stuff.
Wilder occasionally shows these glimpses where he'll hit a jab straight, but then he'll let his guard down and Fury will land like 2 or 3 shots.
Oh. I'm not sure Fury can knock him out. I'm at that point right now where it just doesn't seem like it's going to happen.
Well, I don't think he's going to get any fresher. So it's like I'm just going to have to see how he does in each progressive round. But I'm shocked that it's gotten to the 8th round.
Yeah. Well, you look at Fury right now. He doesn't look tired at all.
No.
Oh!
Wilder got wobbled there. Now he's initiating the clinch. That ain't a good sign for him.
Right.
Hands down. Fury can just take whatever he wants right now. Yep.
Oh.
When Wilder's like he's like shuffling around, like he's not even like walking at this point.
His footwork is miserable right now. Which I mean, Fury never had Wilder never had like amazing footwork or anything, but like he's crossing up his feet like so much here.
For sure.
But it's literally like Wilder's best punches is right when they get separated. He can throw like a 1-2 at distance, and then Tyson just closes the distance and unloads on him. Wow, look at Tyson just move out of the corner while Wilder swings wild.
This is going to go to the 9th. I can't believe it.
Wilder lifted his arm again after that round.
Man, it's the weirdest thing.
At this point, he's probably more so like trying to sell the judges now, round by round.
Right.
Before it was like a confidence thing, I think, but now it's like these are close rounds.
I think he's doing it because he survived another round.
Yeah, he's like, hell yeah, I did it. Well, it's like Clay Guida, like win or lose, that dude's like doing like circles around the octagon and doing push-ups and jumping jacks and stuff. Like even like after the fight, just trying to sell the judges, like I'm still good to go.
Oh,
reminder, fellas, manscaped.com, code Fightful.
Don't wind up like Scott Tinnerman. Get that pube game straight.
That's right. Also subscribe to FightfulSelect.com. I've got news tonight on the Inspiration, the former Iconic signing or going to Impact. We've got news on a controversial SmackDown match that had the result changed, as well as some creative frustrations there, and a bunch of draft news. Who called the wrestlers to tell them they were being drafted where, when they were told, et cetera, et cetera. Lots of cool stuff there. FightfulSelect.com.
Looks like the doctor was checking out Deontay on that right before the round started.
He was checking what?
It looks like the doctor was checking. It might be like an orbital, his eye starting to close, I believe.
Oof.
Tyson landed a good left. But yeah, Fightful Select, y'all. It's very nice when you're subscribed because I just look at my emails a few times a day and all this stuff is just right there. Don't have to do anything. Every time
Especially-
Sean drops world stopping news about the world of wrestling, I see it right there. I'm the first to see it right there in my inbox. So.
Woo, Wilder going
Wilder's
for it.
Tyson just won't allow him to get any rhythm.
Yeah.
Oh, jab.
Yeah.
Another jab. 4 jabs in a row.
And Wilder's got one. Wilder looks like he needs to be hooked up to an oxygen machine, and he's still not out of the fight somehow.
And not only that, Tyson's fresh.
Yep.
Sheesh. And I feel like whenever Tyson has him on the ropes, he initiates the clinch when he could really just try to finish him.
I agree.
Yeah, he's been so much more successful in close like that with the dirty boxing.
They're talking about Deontay Wilder using his jab, and I'm like, buddy, we are about 6 rounds past that.
Yeah.
I'm not sure he knows what a jab is right now.
I'm not sure he knows where he's at right now.
He just knows he's getting hit, and he's throwing some shit.
That's it.
I mean, look at Fury has doubled him up in punches landed.
Yeah, 119 to 62. What I'm seeing
And
here.
still hasn't been able to knock him down since, like, what, the second round?
It was a nice uppercut from Wilder.
Oh, that was a very nice uppercut from Wilder.
That was a nice uppercut from
Now
Wilder. And he twisted him around.
Yep. Man, a hell of a fight.
After in the second and third round, I was like, this won't go to the scorecards. It might.
Yeah, Steven, this is boxing, okay? It's not this celebrity nonsense. This is real boxing.
I don't know, man. Jake Paulers out there might disagree.
I respect Jake Paul. I'm talking about your YouTube, TikTok type of people on.
I have not laughed harder than the most recent Fight TV. Shout out to Fight TV, FITE.
For sure.
Yeah.
What was the show? It was like TikTok versus YouTube or something. Just straight TikTok versus YouTube boxers. All these people I've never heard of before. And they were the worst boxers I've ever seen. And like there was no one there, and like it was so. But like I watched.
How are they making money off this?
That's a really good question. I really don't know. I don't think there's enough hype beasts in the world to buy it.
The reason Wilder's hands are so low is because he's too tired to lift them.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Fury's landing good combos.
Oh, Wilder hurt.
Yeah, he's having a hard time even just staying stood up.
Like I feel like the only way he's getting finished is he literally just loses his balance and he can't get back up. But he's taking so many shots. Like this is like years off your life type of shots.
Yeah.
Well, I also don't know, like outside of Tyson Fury, who Wilder even would like want to fight anymore. Like I know he could beat plenty of guys, obviously, but like this is like such a next level like amount of money and spotlight and all that. You know what I mean? Like who would he want to fight outside of this if he kept going?
I think he should fight Andy Ruiz.
That'd be interesting.
See, he beat Anthony Joshua, and
yeah,
it'd be interesting. I think Tyson fights Usyk probably.
After they run back Joshua and Usyk again. Oh, nice. Oh, Fury just dropped Wilder again.
Oh,
like a nice right hook.
And he's
Stay down,
right
Deontay.
back up.
Stay down, dude.
mad respect for Deontay Wilder, like win or lose. Like he's
a warrior.
Yeah, he's showing a lot of heart in this one.
My God.
Tyson's going for the kill.
Yeah, he is.
40 or about 45 seconds left in the in the 10th round.
Back up, Tyson. Quit playing clinch game. There you go. Uppercut. Oh, body shot.
Wilder got a couple good ones in there too, but he's just trying to survive right now.
Yeah.
I mean, Wilder's just yeah, he just missed with that uppercut. Nice uppercut from Fury.
Oh my God, what an uppercut from Fury.
Oh!
10 seconds left. Ooh, Wilder just landed. He just landed again and again. This is nuts.
That buckled
my God.
That buckled
this
Fury.
Is nuts.
That buckled Fury.
Oh my God.
That hurt Fury.
Yeah, no, yeah, for sure.
That hurt Fury.
If there was another 10 seconds in that round, who knows what that looks like.
Wow. What a fight.
I mean, this is one of the best heavyweight fights. I mean, I can remember seeing in like a long time.
That's the best flurry he's had since he landed the 2 knockdowns on Fury.
Whew.
Like that's the best that the Wilders looked since then.
Yeah.
Dude, Wilder almost did a full Ric Flair bump.
I know.
Like if he didn't go for the hug, it would have been a full Ric Flair bump.
Which Gracie was it that did one? He ran across the cage and face planted.
Oh, I remember.
I don't remember.
It was Hollis Gracie. That's what it was. Oh my God! It was against Derek Mayman or whatever in World Series of Fighting.
Oh, okay.
It was amazing.
Tyson's wife looks concerned.
It's amazing how much those lines are just moving this whole fight. Those betting lines.
Sheesh.
People are just throwing money right now towards this thing.
1,300 plus 1,300 for Deontay. But I mean, let's be honest. Has Deontay Wilder won a round like past the 6th round?
No.
I don't think
That's
so.
what I'm saying.
It's like you definitely can't give him last round because he got dropped, even though he finished strong.
Yeah, I still have it 10-8.
Yeah.
Oh!
Nice uppercuts from Fury while Wilder's leaning on him. But at this point, this is all Wilder's. His only chance too is like to just get him with dirty boxing on, like getting out of a clinch and just landing.
I mean, Wilder wanted respect, man. He got it.
Yeah. Because at this point, nice right hand. He drops. That's it. Wow.
The Gypsy King.
Tyson Fury round 10. Was it round 10 or 11? Now I'm getting.
I believe it was the 11th round.
Yeah, that was round 11. Yeah, so round 11. Wow, round 11 knockout.
You can't ask for much more of a boxing fight than that. That was beautiful.
That was, yeah. What a great fight.
Was that the 11th?
That was the 11th. Yeah.
What an incredible fight.
Oh my God.
What a fight.
And Deontay, they just showed him, and he's completely out of it, still sitting there. Oh, he's starting to come back too a little bit, but man, what a warrior. I mean, this is the thing about boxing, though. Like, how long do we have to wait for Usyk and Joshua to play out before Fury fights again?
You won't see that fight of Usyk and Fury probably till December of next year.
That's so lame. Because now
boxing.
it's like when you see stuff like this, you know, you want to see Fury again. Like, there's going to be so much buzz right now coming off of this fight. And it's like we're going to have to wait a whole nother year again to see this guy again, probably. That's a shame. And same with Wilder, like regardless of what he does, like that dude's a star. I mean, I want to see him back in there soon too.
I don't even think Deontay's stock really fell that hard. No. I mean, you think about the last fight, he got finished in the 7th round. He made all sorts of excuses and everything. This fight, He dropped Tyson multiple times. He showed unbelievable heart. Like, I think his future is secure.
Yeah, I think it'd be good too for Wilder to just like in like this post fight for Wilder just to give Fury his props. You know what I mean? Like, no excuses. Like, you're gonna win over so many more fans. Just like accept the loss and move on. Everyone sees you as the second best in the world, outside of like maybe Usyk because he's got a title too and it's boxing. But like,
I mean honestly, man, Deontay and Joshua would be huge.
Yeah.
Wilder and Joshua, if they wanted to do that.
That's a really good point. I'm down for that. Yeah, especially because Joshua was like so gun shy against Usyk. You figure Wilder would just swarm him.
He would, but Joshua's a really good boxer. So if he actually wanted to box with him, I mean, it would definitely be an interesting clash.
Man, real boxing, guys. Nice real boxing fight tonight.
Right.
A lot of fun. A whole lot of fun.
How great was tonight? GCW, boxing, man,
dude,
amazing.
Impact, JCW, bare knuckle fighting. I mean, there was everything tonight.
Everything.
Guys, we're gonna keep doing these fight night watch-alongs. Our idea is like even if you're a casual fight fan, you'll be into these fights, like the biggest fights across boxing, MMA. I mean, I don't care if like two celebrities do slap fighting. We'll watch it. We'll watch it. I'm hopping off here. You guys enjoy.
See you, Sean.
Take care, Sean.
We'll hang out here for a minute. Let's hang out for the post fight interviews here. Man, what do y'all want to see in the chat? Let us know. I think that's the best idea, Doug. I think that Joshua and Wilder next would be sick, and then you let Usyk. Well, hopefully you can get Usyk and Fury in there together. I mean, that would be great.
That would be cool if somehow Joshua would face Wilder and Usyk would face Tyson. Like, I think that would be amazing.
They would just have to they'd have to willingly break whatever rematch clause contract they had for Usyk and Joshua to do that.
Which they might be willing to do for the right money.
Right.
And Joshua and Wilder is a big fight.
Yeah. Yeah, I love that idea. I mean, Usyk, I didn't know much about him, full disclosure, I know a little bit, and then my brother kind of got me up to speed on him too for the fight and everything against Joshua, but I know that Usyk's a smaller heavyweight, he wasn't a heavyweight up until recently, but what I saw skill-wise against Josh, I know, granted, Joshua didn't really fight back a whole lot, but But I mean, I really liked what I saw out of Usyk. I mean, he looked. I think him and Fury would be a lot of fun.
Well, and Usyk's never lost, so that makes
undefeated.
things fun. Yeah, okay. 19-0.
Hell yeah! And he was a cruiserweight before that.
Yeah, but I mean, the weight difference is going to be dramatic for sure.
Yeah.
Do you know what's crazy, Steven, is the first fight. Tyson Fury weighed 256, him and Deontay. And now he's at 277.
That's wild. Where were you, Brian? What were you doing?
Usually was the undisputed champion moved up.
Yeah. That's what we were just talking about. He was just saying, he was sick with the cruiserweight title and undisputed and all that, then moved up. I mean, and the one kind of good thing here too is this was a definitive enough win right here for Fury that they cannot try to promote a fourth fight and keep pulling this up even farther.
I agree.
This can't happen again. If Fury's the better boxer, I mean, granted, I mean, Wilder dropped him a couple times. Then you always have that thought of that first fight where he dropped him and he somehow Undertakered out of it, but
what stood out to me, though, was the conditioning. I mean, Tyson weighs 277, and he looked like he could go 10 more rounds.
Yeah, very true.
And we felt like Fury was tired. I mean, we felt like Wilder was tired by the third round.
Yeah. Yeah, we thought that that Wilder had no chance after. I mean, the first round we had for Wilder just because of his aggressiveness. But after the second, we didn't think there was any way Wilder was going to get back into that fight. And,
no post fight for Wilder. He's walking out.
Yeah. So for those of you watching right now, as Doug said, Wilder has left the ring, so he won't be getting a post-fight interview. It doesn't look like. So we're just going to hang out here for a second. They're about to interview Tyson Fury. I'm hoping that I know it's the way boxing works, and they kind of usually stay quiet after this as far as like who they want to fight next, because all these contracts and promoters and like all that stuff is involved. But it would be really great to hear Fury just call someone out right now. Like I would love to hear him just say, "Hey, Usyk's got a title also. Like let's finally unify these things." Like
yeah, not talk to. We'll see what my promoter wants to do. I hate that crap.
Yeah.
Chael Sonnen always said something that really stood out to me, and he basically says, if you say that you don't care who's next, then why should anybody else care?
So true. Say what you will about Chael Sonnen, but that man 1,000,000% knew how to promote himself. He
100%.
He went from a very vanilla, just kind of like middle of the pack, like WEC, just kind of guy, to being in multiple world title matches strictly because of his mouth. I mean, he had the wrestling background, of course, and he was a good fighter, but like, you know what I'm talking about. Like, it's like, I mean, he shot through the ranks once he started like really promoting himself.
Yep.
What did Tyson just say? He's doing his interview now.
Like the great John Wayne said, I'm made of iron steel, baby.
There you go. He thanks his Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
We're currently getting the post-fight that we get from a lot of fighters, thanking their religion, just thanking, for their health, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Waiting to get a question about what's next for him. He said it was the greatest trilogy in the history of the sport.
Was a great trilogy.
So Fury said he's the best. Wilder's the second best. That's funny. So Fury basically said that he's able to like not have any beef with Wilder, but like Wilder needs to like, he said he's praying for Wilder, like that is
to soften his heart.
So they can be friends, I guess. Oh, what's next for the Gypsy King? Here we go. Just mentioned all his title belts. He's shouting out his family. But he asked him what was next, and all I did was talk about his family and the title belts he already has. I thought he was going to be like, I have the WBC, I have the rings, but I want the one that Usyk has.
Yeah, I mean, if it was Anthony Joshua, it'd be so clear, but with him losing, it just messes everything up. He might wait to see if Anthony Joshua can win the fight in a rematch.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. One more thing to say. Oh, he's singing.
Yep.
I mean, that's the kind of shape that Fury's in. He just fought 11 rounds, won by knockout, and he's doing a concert. Wilder is like getting carted to the back.
Right. Probably heading to the hospital.
Yeah. Oh. Not laughing at Wilder, of course, but just the idea that that Fury is in just so much better condition. He's not half bad at singing either. Much better than I am.
Oh yeah.
He's singing that like "Walking in Memphis" song. But I think he changed
say
it to
"Walking in Vegas." Yeah.
Very clever, Tyson. You are quite the show, man. Gypsy King. Okay. We're going to go ahead and get out of here. Doug, thanks for joining, man. Let everyone know where to find you. And just so all y'all know, Doug, he pretty much joins me on all these watch-alongs. He's big on boxing, MMA, and professional wrestling. So when we have these, pretty much every fight night that he's able to join in, he's here with me. So make sure to support him and all this stuff he's about to tell you about.
Yeah, I appreciate it. So you can follow me on Twitter at AllEliteDoug21, and then we do a live stream every Tuesday called Live Rounds on my YouTube page, and it's RVD Tito for life, as you can see right there on the screen. I definitely appreciate it if you guys would subscribe to that and check us out. We basically cover all things wrestling, MMA, boxing, whatever, even throwing a little football, movies, whatever pops up in the chat. But it's really fun, and it's definitely, it's not I would say like basically cookie cutter either. Like, we really get in depth on some of these conversations about what we think storylines are going and things like that. So I think it's a good thing. You guys check it out.
Yep. So that's me and Doug every Tuesday night at 10 p.m. Eastern time, 9 p.m. Central. And that's on the RVD Tito for Life, RVD TITO, the number 4 LIFE. It's live rounds. And yeah, if you guys want to join for the GCW watch along tomorrow, that'll be at 11 a.m. Eastern time. It'll be myself and SP3, and it's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to be talking about GCW, Mox versus Gage, and we have another GCW show tomorrow night. For those of you who want to watch, we won't be doing a watch along for it, but for those of you who just want to watch some wrestling tomorrow night, we got a lot of football, but we got GCW. I think they're calling it the Aftermath, I believe is the name of it. So that's going to be a good show for all you wrestling fans, all you football fans out there. Skull Vikings, my Minnesota Vikings. Doug always repping his Dallas Cowboys. And make sure to subscribe to Fightful Select. It's the most direct way to support Fightful. I do the Fightful Select Weekender podcast talking independent wrestling every Sunday. This week, it'll be on Monday instead because we're doing the live GCW review tomorrow. So if you're subscribed to Fightful Select or do so now, then you will see on Monday the Fightful Select Weekender podcast. And since I'm doing a separate GCW show, the Weekender this week is going to be a lot of like 205 Live, NXT UK, Ring of Honor, National Wrestling Alliance, Being the Elite, and then a bunch of stuff from like independentwrestling.tv for this past weekend. So a lot of really good stuff in the world of wrestling, MMA, and boxing going on right now. Thank you very much for joining us. If you haven't already, please make sure to subscribe and give us a thumbs up. And I'll see y'all tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern to talk some Game Changer Wrestling. Y'all have a great night.
Peace.